Hey everyone, Peter Moinaroi here. Good to be here, and thanks for joining me. I just want to have a look in the comments here. I see Tyra. Thank you for being here, Tyra, and no doubt we'll get a couple of others jumping in here along the way. But anyway, look, this is today we're going to just go over maybe just navigating around in it's called the App Manager. And so that's one thing that we're going to be doing today. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It won't last a long time, so that's it's just going to sort of go through probably maybe 3 or 4 of the different apps, but just briefly cover what they actually do. All right, so I think my camera there went a little bit fuzzy. Anyway, look, I'm going to share my screen. And as you know, once you get into the into Groove, when you log in, this is the dashboard you're going to see as soon as you log in. And you can get to GrooveKart either from the top menu here, or come over to the icon over here, the Groove icon, and then go down to GrooveKart. All right, now once we get there, you'll see your gallery of all your stores and all that sort of thing there. So for me, I am going to jump in to this one here. All right, so I'm just going to go into this one, App Manager. So settings, App Manager, and then here is all the different apps, okay, or resources that you can actually use. Now, over here, we have the Shopify migration tool. I haven't actually tried this because I don't have a Shopify store at all, so I've got nothing to bring over. But this tool will actually, if you do have a Shopify store and you want to bring it over to Groove, this particular tool actually makes it a lot more easier to actually transfer your products, I guess, and everything else over to GrooveKart. And so you have your connection here, your Shopify API key, admin API access token, and your Shopify URL. And then over here, in terms of the configuration, let me just click on that. It may not actually do it because, okay, so we can't move along. Oh, yes, we can. So we've got to fill this out before you move on to the next part, which is the configuration. And then once you've done that, you move on to the migration. Okay. Nice and simple. And so yeah, so if you do have a Shopify store and you're looking at migrating it over, then definitely use the Shopify migration tool. Let's go back to the other apps. All right, now this one here, the CSV product import tool. Now I'm going to probably, once I go through this, I'm going to stop share, then I'm going to reshare again, but I'm going to show you the actual CSV form that you need to actually use. So when you go into here, you go into settings or config, if you like, whatever you want to call it. And then it has a sample CSV file. Now what that is that when you're down, I guess when you've got a say like a CSV file of, let's say you've got a drop shipper. Actually, let's see if I can find it on here. I'm going to just go on here and see if I can actually find. Let's go coal. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I'm actually with Coal Imports. They do a whole lot of various different types of products, and so this is my login. I'm actually on their drop shipping account, and so I'm just gonna put that in there. I think that's info. Yep, info. So I'm just gonna log in. All right. Now that I've done doing that, oh, invalid email address. Let me just check this again. All right. So let me just copy a different URL and see if I can get it in there. All right. Okay, look, I'm going to show it on another. I'm going to just stop share the screen. I've got it actually on another browser, and so I'm going to stop share this. All right, and then I'm going to move into the other browser. All right, now I'm not sure if anybody has had an experience with actually uploading CSV files with product list with products on them, but it's another great way of actually uploading products to your store, to your Groove store. So let me just get back and share this again. Percent. All right, there we go. Okay, so I am actually now in my Coal Imports Dropship program, and over here, as you can see, I've got I've actually used this today earlier, and the last time I used it was that amount of days ago, which was a long time ago. It would probably be suffice to say I haven't used it for a long time, but anyway, basically with coal, you can actually generate a feed. Now the thing is, when you go into this, you can actually you have a selection of what you can download. You can download the whole store products, which is probably around about 5,000 products. So, you know, like I always talk about niche stores. So really just pick a category rather than downloading everything. Now, these are not like high ticket products. I'm going to see if I can actually find an example of what these products are. You can buy a lot of them bulk if you want to, and then actually just get them sent to you, and then you can just sell them. You know, like you can just stock them and then sell them from where you are, or you can do the sort of the drop shipping kind of thing. Where this actually works really well, if you're going to do like it as a drop shipping and you're going to sell them as bulk, is when you're actually probably selling to you know, like stores. That's a good way of doing it, because when you can actually buy things like 72 items in a box or things like that. But just to give you some example what these look like, I'll see if I can actually find it, what type of products that they have. There you go. I mean, these are the types. So as you can see, they've got like boxes or display boxes that have items in there that shops can actually put on their counter or on their shelves, and, you know, things like shoelaces. So these are really just products that you could sell to other stores, if you know what I mean. Okay, so, and if you have a look at all the price points here, it's like 65 cents per piece. You know, so you definitely can get a good price on a lot of the stuff when you're buying it in bulk. And like I said, this is probably another avenue you can go down in terms of buying bulk, selling bulk to retailers. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea what they actually what you can actually buy in bulk. And you can see some of these items, 29 cents per piece, 59 cents per. I think those are ladies' sports ankle socks. You can see that they're out of stock at the moment, which is, you know, not a good sign when they're out of stock, because you can't get them. They must be popular though if they're out of stock. But there are some that are actually not out of stock. And I think maybe if we do something like a sort by, we'll go by availability, and we'll do something like a 100 views. All right. So there's a lot of things there. There's that are fairly cheap, like these. Is it pajama pants? In extra large, $1.45 a piece. You can see where I'm going with this in terms of what you can actually do with this sort of like I guess price points you can buy in bulk. But anyway, that's away from where I wanted to go. But that just gives you an idea. But when you actually do, if you are on the site, It's not that easy to find. Actually, I'm just going to put it in here. This is the proper URL. coalimports.com. I've been with these guys now for probably, well, I think it was been since 2018, maybe a little bit longer than that. And there you go. That kind of gives you a bit of a view as to what they have. Okay, so you've got wireless portable LED light up wireless portable speakers. So there's quite a lot of different things here. Obviously, some knickknacks in there. You've also got like backpacks. You've got microphones, blah blah blah. So that's what Cole is all about. They do closeout. This is actually based in the States too, by the way. They're actually a United States or US business, and it's actually a family-owned business, or started out being a family-owned business. So yeah. So these don't come from, well, they're delivered from their own warehouse. So you don't have to actually order it and then wait for it to come from China. It's already there in the United States. That's another benefit too as well. But yeah, so anyway, let's get back to where I was before. I'm going to stop share again, and then we're going to just go into the next browser. Where was it? That one there. Okay, close out of that one. So when you can download the CSV file of the, like maybe a category of those products from Cole Imports. You download it. It's a CSV file, but you need to upload it using the GrooveKart sample CSV file. And I'm just going to show you what that looks like. And that is this one here. All right, just share again. Bit of backwards and forwards and sharing here. And that one there. All right, so this is a sample. I've actually added these things in here, so just disregard those. But this is a sample of the CSV file. They want the product ID, product name, default category, the SKU, short description. You're not going to fill all these out, okay? At the end of the day, that's not even going to be all. You won't be able to actually fill all those out because you're not going to have all that information available to you. Maybe descriptions and things like that, and also product image URLs. You'll have, you need to put those in as well, and that'll come with the downloads, like from Cole Imports. And you just put the relative information into the categories or into the title columns, the ones that are relative. Okay, you don't. If there are ones that are not relative, don't fill them in because you don't need to. So long as you've got like pricing, retail price, description, product images, SKU number or SKU, product name or title, category, and ID. Those are kind of like the main ones. So yeah, and then sometimes they also come with tags, but like when you download an CSV file, a CSV file from a supplier, they may have tags in there, so they've automatically put the tags in for you. And if you actually have got a column where you can put the tags in, let me just have a look. That's price. So if I go here, price, retail price, wholesale price, variant. So yeah, variants as well. Different sizes, different colors, those sorts of things. A variant group name. Yeah. So if any of these are available on the actual downloaded CSV that you get from your supplier, then you can just put them in these categories. All right, and you're not gonna actually you're not going to fill all those columns, that's for sure. All right, so let me just stop share again, and then we go back. All right, I want to just have a quick look at the comments and see who else we got here. Nancy, good to have you, Nancy. And I've got Karen in the background here actually. So thanks, Karen, for helping me out today. So that was her comment there. She's put the URL for coal imports. So have a look. I mean, it's another option that you can get for as a supplier. I used to get a lot of that stuff. I used to actually get a lot of stuff from coal imports. That was particularly useful, excuse me, when I was actually doing Amazon, because it came in bulk, and 9 times out of 10 they actually had them packaged correctly before they got to Amazon. But there are the times you have to send them to a fulfillment center where they do the packaging before they send it off to Amazon. So those are kind of the red tape things that you had to go through with Amazon. You had to make sure that they were in packs of this amount, and the box size needed to be this size and all that, so that when it got to Amazon, all they had to do was just send it out. So long as it met their requirements, size requirements, and all that sort of thing, they'll just send it out. If it didn't, they'll charge you for actually doing it for you. And believe me, the fee can be quite high. That's why I always used to send my items or my boxes to a fulfillment, kind of like a fulfillment. It was kind of like a warehouse, a fulfillment preparation center. And I forgot where it was, but we used to send it there first. They would actually package everything, put it in the right size boxes and what amount of quantity, and then they'll send it off to Amazon. So kind of like a multi-step thing. You couldn't just send stuff straight to Amazon and expect them to do it for nothing. They will do it, but they will do it for a hefty price. So I could get it cheaper. Let me just have a look. I've got, can I make my screen larger? Okay. Got some background noise. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna go off camera just for a sec. Let me just find where this is and sort out this background noise.
Hello, everyone. Well, while Peter go and sort out what he needs to do, I'm here to say hello. So I'm glad that you guys are here with us today, learning all about this GrooveKart that Peter does each and every week. And he gives us tips and tricks and all kinds of imports and fulfillment centers that I did not know about Amazon. So thank you. I surely wrote that down because that I didn't know.
Thanks, Karen. Yeah, sure. Well, those are some of the things. Those are some of the things that that you have to think about when you go into Amazon, and that's not all. I mean, there's so many different things that you have to do to even. Oh, my camera was going a bit blurry there. To even actually qualify to sell on Amazon, so it is a bit of a uphill battle. All right, let me just share my screen again, and. All right, I'm going to make that a little bit larger. All right, so we covered the CSV product import tool. Let's just head back again to the apps. Okay, so you've got the Facebook Messenger chat free now. Now, a lot of these I haven't even used. They're switched on, but a lot of them I haven't actually really used because I have other methods that I use in terms of the Facebook Messenger chat, but let's have a look at it. Give your customers the opportunity to communicate with you live. This will result in higher sales, greater conversions. So obviously you're using the chat messenger on your website. So basically what we'll do, once you've actually set it all up, so create a free account, create a new app and follow instructions. So if you go through these steps, and then you get a page ID, then let's just try it. Actually, let's go create a free account. Okay, I need to go to Facebook. Might be sick. Yeah, doesn't actually doesn't play ball with you sometimes. I think I might be sick. All right, so don't tell me I need to. Okay, so look, you can't see what I see, but I'm just going to create an app in the Meta for developers, and like when you follow the instructions, that's what's going to happen for you. You just follow. It'll want you to go into what do you want your app to do? Authenticate request from. Looking for something else. Okay. Whether this changed or not, I'm not too sure. I'm just going to. All right, consumer gaming workplace instead. All right, look, that one is a little bit more a drawn out process, so I'm not going to do it because I don't really want to waste too much time doing that. But when you go to free account or create a free account, it will want you to go into Meta for business on Facebook there, and then you've got to create a free account. And then the step 2 is create a new app and follow the instructions. So basically, once you've created your free account, then you create the new app, and then just from there follow the instructions. And I guess what's going to happen is that you're going to get a page ID that you can actually put on there. Okay, and so what that will do is obviously link the messenger or the chat with your website, so that you can actually converse with customers that come to your website, all right, by just simply using the messenger chat. All right, I'm go out of that. So that kind of explains a little bit about it, but like I said, you really do have to go through the process, and it looks like it's a bit more drawn out. All right, GDPR, options for general data protection regulation. Okay, so there are laws in various countries with GDPR. So again, it would probably be something that you need to just follow the steps. But these are the kind of things that you just make sure that these things are on. A URL for contact page, so you'll need to change that. It can't be GrooveKart /contact us. It's got to be your domain /contact us. And you can actually have this if you switch on the banner notice that you use cookies to improve your website experience. Then that just pre-warns people that that the cookies are going to be that they're going to use the cookies to track what you're doing on their site, and it's for the benefit of improving their user experience, I guess. And so that's where all that can be put there. Make sure you do actually have a privacy policy in place for this as well. So yeah, and then just say pretty straightforward. There's not much really to it, but yeah, that's what that's for. Review trust integration. Now I don't know if any of you know what that is. Let me just see. Does anybody know what it is? Let me have a look, see in the comments here. No, does no one know what it is? Trust. What did I say again? Review trust integration. All right. So what that is that I don't know if you've seen it on different things. All right. So where we go? Review trust. Log into review trust area. Find existing or create a new campaign. Click on edit campaign and find orders tab. All right, so let's just, you've got to go. So you've actually got to log into a review trust area. Okay, so what happens is that when people actually do a review on your product, all right, so this is a site that you log into, and you can actually You can put the products that these people have actually done a review about, and then you can put it in there. And then what happens, it integrates with your website, and obviously review, what was it called? Review Trust will actually push that into your, in terms of like a trusted review, if you like, of the item. So, quite often, and I don't know if many people know this, but there are ways that you can actually put up fake reviews, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to really put up fake reviews. Like if it's reviews that you've actually written out yourself, and because there are like tools that you can actually do that, then all you're doing is actually opening yourself up or opening up a can of worms. You really want to put only authentic reviews up on your website. The other thing about reviews is too as well, there are reviews and this is where you can actually use reviews that are not particularly from your site, but particularly on a product. Say for instance, when you go to AliExpress and you're actually promoting some of the products of AliExpress onto your website, you're selling them on your website. There's actually reviews on AliExpress for that particular product, and you can extract those reviews because they're about the actual product and not about your store, I guess, but about the product itself. So it only speaks about the product and not the, obviously the service of the seller or anything like that. So let me just see if I can actually show you what I mean. I'm going to go into AliExpress. Okay, now let's get rid of that. All these pop-ups. Well, geez. All right. So if you go on a particular product, I'll just get this one here. So all these kind of reviews you can actually extract into your store by using the GK tool, which is and I'll quickly show you when I go back. But they can actually, if you've actually connected your website to AliExpress, you can not only extract all the product listing. I need to go somewhere where that view. Onto that one there. I'm not sure why I'm getting this pop-up view rather than just the. Okay. I'm going to sign in. No, this is going to get too complicated because I've got to do a whole bunch of stuff to get in there. But normally you have a tool and it's called a GK. Let's go back here and I'll quickly show you. If we go up to products. This tool here, GK Ali Connect, that one there will connect to that will allow you to connect to AliExpress. And what actually happens is that when you click on a product, some little boxes up here will pop up, and also connect to GK Ali whatever it was, Ali Connect. And then you can actually extract everything about that product into your website, and you'll get the images and you'll get the descriptions and the variations. And then there's also another box that says that you can also get the reviews. All right. So you can actually add those on there because they're actually factual. They're reviews about the product itself, not about the seller, but about the product, its quality, its durability, all those sorts of things. So, yeah. So those are the only type of reviews that I would actually put on your store. All right, let's go back. Go back to App Manager again. MailChimp integration. All right, so I don't know, a lot of people actually use the MailChimp integration on the on here, but it's there if you need it. And you're probably asking yourself, why MailChimp? Why not GrooveMail? Well, that was anticipated to happen, but since AI, a lot of things have changed now. So what's going to happen is they're bringing, because GrooveKart is actually on a different platform to Groove, and so what they're trying to do now is they're going to integrate GrooveKart into Groove, which means it's gonna benefit people in a lot of ways, because there's going to be some things in Groove that at the moment GrooveKart can't do. But there's also things that GrooveKart can do that Groove can't do, like the admin access for different users. All right, but that's going to happen with Groove as Groove.cm, and I believe that you'll be able to access that with the Groove.cm white label. At this point, I don't have too much information around the whole sort of like access levels within Groove.cm, but we will be able to sort of get that, whether it's going to be just for white label or if it's going to be for Groove.cm as well. I'm not too sure, but I know with the Groove.cm white label, it's going to be available because it's going to be kind of like an agency. And for those who are actually say an agency like myself, web design and digital marketing, then that's something that I'm looking forward to. But anyway, so the whole mail thing will change. I'm expecting. So it won't be just MailChimp. It may have MailChimp as an option, but I think that all's going to tie in with GrooveMail eventually, once they do all the, I guess, the integration. So as you know, we had the refactoring to prepare the platform, to prepare the Groove.cm platform for the AI integration. And then, all things are very possible after that's done. Product reviews. All right. This one here, I'm just going to see if we've got any more questions. Keep checking back. Check back. Hey, Dr. Lisa, how are you? Yeah, no questions. Okay, cool. All right, so add a review. Option, create a review. You can import reviews using a CSV file, or you can create the reviews. Now, if you're going to create a review on any of your products, make sure that review is an actual review. Okay, don't just make it up, but make sure that you if you're going to create a review, so like for instance this one here, and just continue, then you can put all the information in here. Remember how I kind of said you can actually make up, put fake reviews on. Well, this is kind of like how you can do it, but you don't want to do it. Right? You just want to. It actually sets the precedence of what your site's going to be about, and if it's going to be like just fake reviews and just so that you can get people buying off your site, then it's probably not going to end well in terms of that you're probably going to experience a lot of problems, because it's kind of like karma, right? You fool people into buying something, then it's going to come back at you. All right, so but make sure when you do put reviews up, they're actual reviews. All right, and they could be reviews about your store itself, the service that you've been providing and all that sort of thing, and people have actually commented about it. Okay, let's go on that. Let's go back. The reason why I'm going through this app manager thing is because it's something that a lot of people actually don't look at, and they don't think about, utilizing it. But there's some handy stuff in here, like the Facebook pixels. You can add your Facebook pixels in here. All right, so that it will track. Because like if you've got a if you've got like an ad, a Facebook ad or anything like that for product, you know, you can put your Facebook Pixels ID in there, and you know, it'll track people that are actually, you know, obviously they're either looking at your product or, you know, clicking on purchase or things like that. It's really helpful to understand where, you know, how people are actually viewing or engaging with your website too as well. So let me just read it here. So to test Pixels, you should install Pixel Helper, an extension for Google Chrome. The extension can tell you what information is being passed to Facebook from your pixels. Okay, most of the events fire immediately. A pixel once the page loads, but there are two special cases: add to cart and add to wish list. If you activate the tracking for those events and you have an Ajax enabled, you will see a red message on Pixel Helper saying Facebook Pixel did not load. That's because nobody added any product to the cart wish list yet. Okay, so once you hit the add to cart wish list button, the message will probably turn blue saying Facebook Pixel took too long to load. That is because the pixel does not fire until the user hits the button. So this is all important information, because what it's telling you is that when a user hits the button, there's intent. All right, whether they added to the list or they added it to the cart, but they didn't actually follow the purchase through, there was intent, which means you can actually probably establish that, you know, maybe that product is something that you know, people are after, but you know, there might be something holding them back from actually buying it. You know, could be they got distracted and they never really got around to it, or maybe the price may be a little bit too high, or, you know, they might have questions about it. There's a lot of things, and this is where, you know, you have other triggers like automatically firing off like an email to them saying, hey, look, we see that you had your, you know, that you've got items in your cart, you know, and you might have a messaging that says, you know, like we're doing a discount of 10% if you buy today, or if you purchase those items, you know, that sort of thing. It's just all kind of like trying to encourage the person to the customer to buy. So that's, you know, it kind of gives you an insight into what users' behavior is what that's all about, so that you can modify your strategies to increase your sales. Let's think for Facebook. Now, Facebook products feed. You can actually like send products from your site, if you like, or have products from your site link up to the Facebook shopping, or Facebook shopping, where you can add your feed of your products into Facebook shopping, so that you know, you don't have to install it, or like upload images and descriptions and all that about the product. That all kind of can get managed from this end, and so long as you're connecting up with Facebook. All right, so that's kind of how that works in a nutshell. I mean, there's a lot more other things to it, but unless you're going down that track, then you probably want to learn more about it. And all you simply do is just go into the settings. You know, the beauty about these things is there is a lot of help, okay, online. So yeah, but yeah, all you need to do is just probably access that support or that help. Maybe be if you go into Facebook and then you look up Facebook feed, then it'll give you more instructions about it. But you've got feed options here, you know, images, sizes, disable image URL, you know, disable find covers, all those sorts of things here. But it really doesn't mean anything unless you learn a bit more about it, and that's a lesson in itself. But yeah, so if you want to go down that track, that's where you go. So at the end of the day, and I'm only going to just cover half of the stuff because there's a few in there. These here are just giving you more options to actually if you think about Shopify, and then you have a look at some of the plugins that they have available for you to be able to do this and do that, like they have a plugin for Facebook Pixels, they have a plugin for Facebook product feeds, they have a plugin for Google Shopping feed, Bing Shopping. They have like plugins for all those sorts of things. They have plugins for product reviews, but the thing is that some of those plugins can cost you on a monthly basis, whether it be like $9.99 a month or whether it be $19.99 a month. But some of those things do actually cost money on Shopify, and some of them are free. And you probably know this if you've actually been on Shopify before. The ones that are free are sometimes free for a certain amount of time, or they have a cap. The amount of products that you can actually have on that plugin for free. So it could be limited. So those are the sort of things that you encounter sometimes with Shopify, and it makes sense that we have it free, free for us here on GrooveKart. So it's really cool. This is another live chat, kind of similar to the Facebook Messenger one. This one here I have actually tried at one point a few years back, but I found that I wasn't going to use it anyway. And to be quite honest, there's actually no real use for it on any of my stores. Social proof pop-ups. All right. Okay, now who knows what social proof pop-ups are? Is anybody? Let me see if I can see any engagement here. That's exciting. Yeah. Anybody know what social proof pop-ups are? Oh, okay. All right. So social proof pop-ups. Let me just switch that on and see if I can actually, if they've got an example here. All right. You see this here? I mean, sometimes, hang on, let me just, this kind of pops up when somebody, not exactly like that. Let me just have a look to see if I can actually find this. All right. Where else can I go where I can actually show you an example? Let's go to Groove. Where's the Groove store? Groove Gear. Here we go. Okay. Let's go over here. We'll just click on the mug. Did anybody know this has existed? The GrooveGear.com. I wonder if you did. Anybody knew? They are pop-ups that happen when someone takes the offer. Yes. Update sale. Yes, they are. They are a pop-up when someone actually, like there, right there in the left-hand corner. This product was just purchased. Groove Asia Unisex Zip. What the hell? They've got Groove Asia stuff on there. Didn't know that. I thought it was all groove.cm. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm going a little bit sort of straight off the point here. Oh, well, they've got a lot of other stuff here too as well. These weren't on here a while back. Bubble-free stickers. Bubble-free stickers. I don't know what bubble-free means. Oh, maybe they don't bubble up. Is that it? I kind of like those. I think we just saw that before. Okay. Well, look, if you get a chance, go and have a look at their store. You've seen some of these actually in your store where they're just like there by default. But yeah, if you get a chance, let's go Asia. So they've got Brazil, Asia, and Ireland, I think it was. Okay. No, yeah, there's a Groove Asia top here. Groove Asia tote bag. So there's some Groove Asia stuff. This has actually been recently added. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that was what we were here for, was to show you that. Okay, and a couple of you got that right anyway. You knew that already, so I didn't have to really tell you. But That's what that is. So if you can actually connect that to your store too as well. When someone purchases something off your store, then it's going to pop up. All right. What else? Win a coupon. Okay. See, now these are another things that actually you can get on Shopify, but some of these things you got to pay for to have that integrate into your website. So win a coupon, add a coupon, Black Friday. Oh yeah, cool. Add dummy coupon. So display in the blockers, 7 cookies every time. So every time someone wins, they'll get a coupon. I don't know how they win, but yeah, like I said, I haven't really done a lot of this other stuff, but I just thought we'll just go through it because I'm interested. And it's been a while since I looked at it. Spinning wheel, I think we all know what that is. You can have this. I think it can actually happen on when people come to your site and the spinning wheel comes up and they spin the wheel, and then what actually happens is they might get 10% discount or 20%, and then they can add that coupon to their purchase. And I think from memory, you could actually have it that they can only win once, maybe once a day or once forever. That's it. Only one time only, because it actually recognizes your IP address when it's actually when you're doing it. But yeah, export data, again, similar to like uploading a CSV file. This will be just downloading a CSV file with all your customer data, the orders that they had, all that sort of thing. So if you've got a lot of customers on your store, ensure that you download, an up-to-date CSV every now and then, just to make sure that you've got it down on your hard drive. ShipStation, don't know too much about it. Texture, really don't know much about that because doesn't really apply in my country. Clavio, yeah, again, don't know much about that. And well, I said I was going to actually probably cover the other half today, but tomorrow, but next week. But it looks like we're getting through it anyway. But yeah, so that's kind of like a very quick walkthrough. What do I think is important in this sort of all these different apps here? I do actually think the CSV product import tool is going to be handy. If you do actually have a Shopify store that you don't use anymore, but you're still paying for it, but you want to bring it over to GrooveKart, this is the tool that you need to use. It will have a guide on that, on how to use it. And you can find like guides on the groove.cm YouTube as well to actually show you how to do that. I don't think the way of doing it or the process of doing it has changed at all since they first added this into the apps. So if the tutorial for that is like 2 years or 3 years old, then it will probably still apply. So those two would be quite important. I'm not really much into the whole Facebook Messenger chat one. And of course, with AI now, we're going to have things like chatbots and stuff like that. So a lot more intuitive, and you don't really have to, you don't have to be 24/7 on them. So yeah, product reviews, yes, that'll be a good one. Facebook pixels, yes, definitely. Facebook feeds. So if you're actually sort of casting the net and you're wanting to do not just your GrooveKart e-commerce site, but you also want to put your products on Facebook, Google Shopping, Bing Shopping, then you can do that, and it just makes it easier if you got like your Facebook, which seems to be the most popular one, is the Facebook product feed. Google Shopping is basically, and I've done this before. I've actually, when you go in and you go for, say, look, let's go dog collar. Dog collars. Oh gosh. And that's your kind of like shopping. Where we go? It's there. I just need to blow this up a wee bit. And that's where your products go. It's up here. Okay, so it's going to show up here. This is Google Shopping. All right. So, yeah. Again, there's a lot of red tape when it comes to Google Shopping. There's a few boxes you got to tick. You got to make sure you don't break any of the rules, otherwise your account gets suspended. There's a whole range of things. It can be like Amazon quite a bit. So, yeah. All right. Google Analytics, obviously a good one. Really, at the end of the day, this will change because AI is going to change some things for the better. And, some of the stuff here may be obsolete when we fully have, our, like if you're on the Groove.ai backer and Groove.cm, your platform is going to have a bit of a spruce up, and it's going to be a bit of an upgrade, if you like. And it's going to be, in many ways, it's going to be intuitive. So a lot of these are going to be intuitive, where you may not have to go through the whole process of actually the links that we have to go through to actually sort of set up some of these things on the other end, just to connect. So that's all I can actually think that could happen. Will it necessarily happen? I'm not sure, but that all comes down to what they do in terms of integrating things. But I can see some exciting stuff for GrooveKart. Groove.cm, yes, and Groove pages and all that, but GrooveKart, yeah, I think it's going to be exciting for GrooveKart as well. I mean, more and more people are doing e-commerce now, so it's going to be quite in high demand in terms of having a real intuitive platform where you can actually make life a little bit easier. And I'm sure some of you are struggling at the moment with your GrooveKart stores, because I do actually sort of deal with some people who are actually still working on their GrooveKart stores and things like that, and just not really sort of knowing what to do next, or sometimes get stuck on a product, and that's one of the biggest things. They just don't know what to sell. Let me go back. We're just about out of time, guys, so I'm just going to go back to see if there's any questions. Box of yeah, okay, so I did nothing much since the last time I looked at this, but just out of interest, who is stuck on what to sell on GrooveKart? Have you got a store? If you've got a store and it's up and running, just put a 1 in there. If you don't, but you've started on it, then put a 2. No problem, Nancy. Useful information, but sometimes like some of that is not going to be necessary, but it's just kind of like a walk through that part, because it never really gets covered, the app manager side of things. So who's actually got a store that they've actually got up and running, and who hasn't, but they're still working on it? Because one of the things is that I found in the past, and this happened a lot when I was first starting out in e-commerce, Tyra too, thanks Tyra, is that I got stuck. I got stuck on, like the intention was there. I was all excited. Yes, I'm going to do a store, and I'm going to sell, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to make some money. But as we know, it's not always like that, right? And I would say that back then, as much as it was, things were a little bit more clunky, and we didn't have as many options as what we did for our stores back then in 2006, 2007. It was still, you kind of were, you weren't, it wasn't heavily saturated, if you like, with drop shippers. So on one hand, that was the downfall, was that there wasn't a lot of options or features when it came to building a store. But on the other hand, the competition was low. These days now, competition is high. It's huge. Everybody, well, I won't say everybody, but a lot more people now, and it's climbing, a lot more people doing e-commerce. I have a colleague in my town here who recently told me about their little experience in e-commerce, and it was their first go. Never done it before, never had done anything on e-commerce before. It was their first time doing it. They went in with a positive attitude, and they were selling wallets where cards popped up. Not too sure how that works, but apparently it was hugely popular. They sold about 250,000 of them. Not 250, 250,000. So, and that's just a wallet. Okay. That did must have did something that was kind of special. The way that he said it to me, it was like it popped up. So, the cards would pop up when you needed them. I don't know, something like that anyway, but it was a hugely popular product. And then, they couldn't get them anymore. Oh, I don't know how what happened there. Let me just get back to this. Yes, so it just goes to show when you go in with a focus, and you don't have any of those mental blocks, or you're not mental blocks, but those blocks, that the things that tell us, excuse me, this won't sell, or I don't know if this product's the right product. And when you start having those doubts, it kind of actually comes to fruition, and you can be your own worst enemy. So my suggestion is, there's often times when you can actually put too much thought into something when you should actually just take the first step. All right, just take the first step. At the end of the day, you're going to get some experience, even if it was like, let's just say that you were underprepared, but you had something there and you just threw it up. At the end of the day, you're going to learn from the experience. All right, you're going to learn from the fact, okay, I did that wrong. Next time I'm going to do this. But that's how you actually get into this game. And it is a game, because you just got to play it a lot better than other people. But that's how you get into it. You can't get everything perfect. So start off with something. And I've always said in the past, if you're not too sure, start off with one product. Do a one product store. Start off with that, and then put all your focus, all your effort into actually getting that one product, all the details sorted, and when it comes to descriptions and titles and SEO and blah, 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 and get that one product up and have that running while you're working on the next product. Okay. Don't try and get as many products as you can before you launch, because you're really gonna it's really gonna slow you down, and you may even get put off, and you may not do anything about it for weeks or months until you revisit it again, because you can actually overdo it to a point where you over plan, and then when you over plan, you kind of sort of just lose a bit of interest, or you lose that passion that you had, or that drive that you had initially. So, and believe me, those are some of the mistakes that I made, or some of the things that happened to me. So I'm only saying that because I'm telling you from experience. I'm not telling you, this is hypothetically that what will happen. I'm just telling you from experience. Okay. All right. That's me, guys. So we need to be creative to pull off the dragon den. Yeah. Tyra, I didn't expect it to be easy. If it was, everyone would be doing it. That's correct. Actually, Tyra, quite a lot of people doing it. So it feels like everybody, but it's about doing it with real intent. I remember when I first started doing e-commerce, I literally would fall asleep at the computer trying to actually nut out how to do it. There were no instructions or guidebooks on how to actually do e-commerce. All I knew at the time was there was a way to make money, to actually improve my financial circumstances while I'm at home caring for my son, and that's all I knew. That's all I wanted to do. And so my reason wasn't exactly about making a lot of money out of this. It was more about actually the lifestyle that I could create for myself without having to compromise time spent with my son or looking after my son. That was the reason. So the reason was bigger than money for me. And once you get that reason, then, or that passion, this my screen keeps going off all the time. I'm not sure why, but anyway, look, guys, I'm just going to quickly go. Let me just quickly go to the resource page. I want to get this in. It's only going to take a few minutes. But as you know, every time we do GRUs, it's only fair to let you know what's coming up. And I know I've repeated myself. I've done this last week, and I'm going to do it again today. But just in case you didn't miss it, or just in case you forgot. But if you want to know what's going on in Groove Asia, go to our grooveasia.cm/resources. And right there is the calendar right at the top. And so when you click on that, you can see what's happening. And of course, many of you that probably actually know what's happening because you're here today. But we're here on the 21st. It's actually the 21st here in New Zealand. So it'll be the 20th in the US, I'm gathering. And here we have, tomorrow we have the Tyra's Power Hour, which is...
Showing your screen with the calendar.
Oh, okay. Let me just go back here. I can't even... All right, sorry about that, Karen. Let me just get that. Sorry, guys. I'm not showing the screen. See, like, Karen, it's actually there. Oh, no. Am I showing it? No, I'm not. Okay. There we go. I got it now. And add to stage. Okay. Very sorry, guys. There it is. Is that backwards or is no? No, that's fine. Okay. I was just saying to Karen earlier, I haven't been getting a lot of, well, I've been waking up really early the last few days, so 4 o'clock in the morning for the last couple of days, and it's not really doing my brain very well, especially when you get towards the end of the day. So if it seems like I'm having some real moments, that's the reason why. Okay, that's not my personality. I'm not normally like that. All right. So anyway, here's the calendar. Like I said, go to grooveasia.cm/resources and then hit the calendar button, and you'll come here. And obviously, we've got tomorrow Tyra's Power Hour, and we like to get more people in there. Like because I'm going into those as well. I'm there on those days where it's actually a Wednesday and a Thursday in New Zealand or GMT time. It'll be like a Tuesday or Thursday evening in US time, but join us. Come along, and if you've got a project that you want to work on, that's the place definitely to do it. If you need that sort of time to yourself, it kind of forces you. It's like a co-working space. You're like in a co-working. It's probably a blend between a library and a co-working space. Okay. Because at some point you can't talk, but I'll be there. And if anybody are having any challenges with maybe their store, or even if you're having challenges with your websites and stuff like that, with group pages, and you don't know, you want to add some advice, or you want to know how to do this or do that, then I can help. We can go into a breakaway room and I can help you there. So that's the Power Hour. And then tomorrow we've got Simon Leong's Virtual Speaker Insider Secrets mini course. You want to jump on that. I think that's a paid event, isn't it, Karen? Is that is that a paid event? No, it's not. That one's not a paid event. That one there is just a mini course, but jump on that one and then you'll get an insight. And if you want to take it to the next level, then you can join Simon again the following weekend. Not that weekend, but the following weekend. And he has a 2-day event on that. Of course, next week. And then we've got another GRU with Karen. Lovely Karen in the back there, who's been assisting me. And I know it's getting late for her, so she's saying, hurry up, Peter. And then we've got JJ tomorrow. on Saturday, which is the secrets of confidence and communication. And I've said this before. He's just a when it comes to marketing or when it comes to sort of communication, he is the man. And so that's a good little one to be part of too. So it's just pretty exciting. We've got some really good events coming up. And then, of course, next week, I've got my e-com and dropshipping workshop. I'm not going to talk too much about that one, but pretty much it's going to be different to the last couple. And obviously, we have our GRUs again throughout the week, our Power Hour, our Groove Coaching, and our Groove AI. Now, I've been doing the Groove AI lives for the last, I don't know how many weeks, but Nick's had some stuff that he's had to do. Normally, he would do every second week. I believe he's back on in April. So he's going to be back on. So it's going to be every alternative week. He'll have his, and then I'll have mine. All right. So, but he'll have his at a different time, not the same time as me. So just keep an eye on the calendar so you know when his ones are. Then, of course, we've got the virtual speaker insider secrets. So if you have taken that next step and decided that this is what you want, and you want to build your business and you want to brand yourself and you want to sort of get in front of the camera and be able to speak to an audience, or whether it be in a Zoom or webinar or what have you, this is kind of like, something that you should be looking at. And then we've got sales and leadership opportunity the week after, well, early April, first week of April. And then again, we've got, I think this is Connect, Communicate, and Conquer. I think that would be JJ and Chinyu. But anyway, that's there's still more information to come about that. Okay, that's me, guys. Look, we kind of went over time a wee bit today. I didn't think we would, but we did. But we did was a part one. I had part one to the app manager. So I think, we could safely say that we've covered pretty much some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff in the app manager. I hope it was informative, and look, be looking forward to seeing some of you. Nancy, you've become a regular at the Power Hour, so that's really cool. I'm probably going to see you again tomorrow. And of course, Tyra's always there. She's the one that runs the show, and and Karen. So thanks, guys. For this session, we'll be doing it again. Obviously, not next week, but the week after, because next week I will be doing my own ecom one, and that's an all-day one. So that's like from 6 a.m. GMT to 12 p.m. GMT plus 8 time. So I won't be able to do a GLU. So disregard that one on the calendar. But yeah, so be just the ecom next week. That's when I'll see you next, if you decide to jump in and join us. It's a free event, by the way. Okay, guys, thanks very much. And I'm going to close out. Just give me a sec. Cool.
You gotta get into the groove.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with 5 sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.